So welcome to Timber Tuesday. I've got something new on the front of the tractor here. It's a brush guard by TYM Customs. They are making brush guards and different features for a lot of the TYM products. So just keep an eye on that. Let me show you about this real quick. So here on the sides, there's a clip pin, and it's just got a button you push and you pull the pin right out. There's one on each side. Let me show you. This is where you can still protect your hood, but you roll it down out of the way, and then you can just pop your hood without any issues whatsoever. So this is a big deal for us because we are now using the grapple a lot. So I want to protect the front of the tractor a little bit better than the factory ones. Nothing wrong with the factory ones, and I haven't hit anything yet, but this is going to offer a lot more protection. And it works really easy. It's just, it's so easy to put on, I didn't even bother to make a video of it. So it's just a couple of bolts and then these pins. So let's get to cutting some wood. Okay, so before we get started putting something on the sawmill, we got this leftover mess to clean up, and we're going to put it in the burn pile. Now, a few videos ago, we run a bunch of stuff through the wood chipper, and we didn't get done, and it's just a mucky mess out here. But I want to get this going. So instead of waiting to run it through the wood chipper, we got a burn pile we're going to start burning. So we'll take the T264 and a grapple and come over here and clean all this up, and then we'll put a log on the sawmill. That's what we're here for anyway, right? Timber Tuesday. All right, now we're gonna do a little maintenance on the sawmill today. My guides have got out just a little bit. You can see there's quite a bit of play here. The top one's really good, and the bottom one has either worn or whatever reason. You just want basically a small gap between them. You don't want, right now there's probably every bit of a good 1/8 of an inch. It's just, for mine, I think some of them are Allen screws and some of them are different. They're Allen screws and some of them are this. So what we're going to do is just push that up till it's almost touching the blade. And how I'm going to do it is push up, leave a little bit of pressure on the bolt here that's holding it on. And then after that, I'm just going to tap it one little tap, and that'll give it some slack. And then I'm going to tighten the screw back down. Now the guide has got two purposes. It's got up and down. You don't want this guide will slide in and out. You don't want it to be where it's touching the teeth as it goes by. Obviously, that's a bad thing. So this one, again, the top one is doing pretty good, and the bottom one has either worn or slid down over time for getting hit. So go ahead and loosen this up. Hope you guys can see this. All right, so we're gonna raise it up a little bit. Now these wear, so these have to be replaced ever so often. Another thing I've got going on here is my little water thing here is loose, so we'll tighten that down. Before we move forward, I'm going to tighten this up. If you can see, our belt has gotten slack over the last few times we've used it. It's starting to get some hours on it now, and this is just a normal V belt. So what I'm going to do is take some of the slack out of this belt. It's just got a little wear on it. And this belt tensioner here is how you take that wear out. This shouldn't be like super tight. It never was super tight from the factory. all belts have a little bit of wear in them. So let's, there we go. Now we tighten the jam nut back down. And there we go. So the belt's got, it's not tight, I can still pull it down, but it's still got enough pressure on it that it's gonna pull. I noticed in previous, the last few times I've used it, that I've had a little slippage when I got into some heavy stuff. Now I've done some big lumber with this thing. Next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and tighten this down. Now I wanna point this out. This little tube right here is copper. And if you crank down on that nut, it's gonna crush it. So I'm gonna tighten it up, and then I'll bend it around with a pair of pliers here. So where it's basically almost to just a little bit on the forward of the blade. I want it to hit the front side of the blade, more towards the teeth than the back side. And that is our maintenance for the day. We'll go ahead now and put our blade guard back on. All right, so this log here, as you can see, is very odd. Now Tanya wants me to cut this. We're gonna lay it over on its side, and she wants me to cut this so that it's gonna make a wavy board. She's got some project she wants to use it. This is a red oak, and this end is about 10 inches. I'm gonna say this thing is hooked right here, and say it's about 11 foot long. On this end, it's gonna be about 12 inches. So it's not a very big log, it's just a big limb, but she's got something in mind for it, and gotta keep Mama happy, right?
Cut it off.
I don't want to cut off there.
Right here and right here, you get rid of the arch and you kind of get more decent boards right there.
Yeah, but we don't want decent boards. You said you want a crooked board.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but if you're going to cut some of that off, it's going to take some of that archy look away.
No, it won't. It's still going to be crooked as dog's hind leg.
Okay.
So this log is a little bit, it's got too much bend to it. As a old saying is, it's crooked as a dog's hind leg. So I'm going to have to cut off a little bit because the trolley's not going to go past this point right here. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna grab the full battery. So my battery's low. I grabbed the battery that I didn't have on the charger. I just had knee surgery 7 days ago. Tell me that doctor ain't good. No pain pills. What do you think? She likes it. We're cutting crooked boards now. There'll be a weird looking sign. Just set it down the side over here. All right, what do you think? This back piece here is about 2 1/4 inches thick. It's gonna make a pretty nice bench. You know, we're gonna have benches everywhere when we get to our new place. There's gonna be a bench at every trail end. But we're talking about building some trails out in the woods that we have. So, hey, I'm getting old. I need to have somewhere to stop and sit every once in a while. So we'll need some benches. But look at the grain on this. Isn't that awesome? That's just amazing to me. It's heavy too. So the crooked boards, we've got them lined up. Tanya's going to be making some plaques and some signs that she paints signs and stuff. And the unusual shape's going to be pretty cool. But this right here, most people will probably just burnt this, but hey, that's unique. Listen, I really appreciate you watching our channel. If you like what we do, hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button and the little bell icon. That'll let you know when we put out something new. God bless and have a great day.